Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a little nervous, I will admit. Over the last couple of years, I have been telling myself over and over and over again that I will finally start a YouTube channel where I can really make vlogs about my life. So this is my very first video. Rather than diving into more of the manifestation stuff and the spirituality stuff that I've been talking about for the last 5 years through my brand, Manifestation Babe, which you can find my podcast at the Manifestation Babe podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, which is at Manifestation Babe. You can find more of the cool stuff that I do, the programs and courses that I have created for beautiful souls like you to manifest their dream life at manifestationbabe.com. But for the purpose of this YouTube channel, I really wanted to take the more personal route. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just decided that it's now or never, right? Better late than never. So here I am. So right away, of course, my camera just turned off because it was overheating. So great start. So I asked you on my Instagram at Manifestation Babe for any of your questions for me that just relate to me personally. So we're just gonna dive into those. What are your goals as you start this channel? I can give you an idea of what to expect. Travel vlogs, fun Q&As, fun videos, bringing my husband into this channel every now and then where you guys can ask us anything. A big portion of why I'm so motivated to start this channel and so inspired to is really because I want to give my children something to look back on. I personally don't have that because I am an immigrant. When I was just a baby, about 13 months old, my family immigrated here from Ukraine, and we literally just left at like 3 in the morning because we were kind of running away from the mafia, which is a whole nother story, but like for another day. They had to leave behind a lot of clothing, a lot of mementos, a lot of my toys, a lot of my like baby stuff that I just don't have. We didn't have very much photos and videos that we could take with us. We didn't have equipment like cameras. I have very little footage of myself as a kid. I fully intend on documenting with this channel just that whole pregnancy journey and those early years and all that stuff. I want to give my children the ability to be able to see an inside scoop to what their parents were like, unlike, you know, I don't have access to that. How long did it take you from being in debt to a millionaire through manifestation? It took me 2 years to do that. So I started my business, Manifestation Babe, at the age of 23. I went from $25,000 in debt, living on my grandma's couch, to making my very first $1 million by 25 and being a multi-millionaire now at the age of 28. My life has been pretty crazy over the last 5 years. I've literally built a business from the ground up, and of course, no longer living on my grandma's couch. What are your favorite things to do? I always get stumped on this question. It's kind of hard to look at your life and be like, what makes my life interesting? So my favorite things to do, honestly, are learning. I call myself a learnaholic. Anytime I learn something new, whether it is learning how to fly a drone, learning how to take videos, learning how to vlog, learning how to take photos manually, anything that involves learning, I absolutely love to do. I love to spend time with my dog, Leia. So we have a French bulldog named Leia, Princess Leia. It's definitely my husband's idea. She's really, really cute, and I absolutely love to spend time with her. I love to train her. I love to make her do tricks. I mean, that has been such a joy for me. I like to travel for sure. Anytime I go on a plane with the intention of leaving the country to explore a new place, a new city, a new state, a new town, I'm like so there. I also really love to go to the gym and work out. I have no idea where I'd be without the gym, and to think that I've gone like years and years and years of my life without exercising just absolutely blows my mind. Anything that involves taking care of my body has become so important to me, especially after I have gone through my struggle with breast implant illness and had my breast implants removed. I had to do a lot of detoxing, a lot of healing, a lot of bringing my body back into normal. I have never been more grateful for my health. I will never take it for granted again. I will never put a foreign object into my body ever, ever, ever again. So anything that involves wellness is for sure my jam. Favorite TV shows. I really love getting into cult documentaries. I know that sounds so weird, but I'm so fascinated with human behavior super fascinated with psychology, so a good documentary, especially around cults and cult leaders, for some reason is my jam. I'm the type of person who can get way too serious sometimes and just way too involved in things. I really need a break from that sometimes, so I really love to watch like The Bachelor, Real Housewives, any stupid reality TV show that is not stupid but like mindless. I can really get into. Did you like being an only child growing up or always wanted siblings? I really grew up as a true only child. I didn't have any cousins, no nieces, no nephews, no nothing. My mom's an only child, my stepdad's an only child. As an adult, I do definitely wish I had a sibling just because I feel like that relationship is so valuable. And watching people my age, you know, bond with their siblings definitely puts a soft spot in my heart. But I will say that growing up as an only child taught me a lot of skills in building relationships with people outside of my family. I had to find siblings in the external world. I had a best friend growing up that we were best friends since the age of 5. I had another best friend that I was best friends with through ballroom dancing. I used to be a ballroom dancer when I was a kid. I definitely do value the skills and the independence that I have because I'm an only child. Do you follow a special diet? Not really, except for organic. I focus on nutrient-dense foods. I don't really exclude any food groups. I would say that my diet matches closely, like the closest if it were to have a label, to a paleo diet. Protein heavy, kind of light to medium on the carbs, and a little bit heavier on the fats. I have experimented with many different styles of eating, and this is just what I find works best for me, is if I don't restrict, I don't count calories. Does this make me feel good? Is this nutrient dense? Yeah, is this filling? Is this delicious? If you could only give one piece of advice to the world, what would it be? I have found that a lot of people have become very divisive in their opinions and belief systems. Unfortunately, we have become very like black or white thinkers, and I think that life has a lot of gray areas. We've just gotten really good at cutting people out of our lives, just writing people off just because they think differently from us. I gain a lot of value from hearing other perspectives and other sides, knowing that every single person has come from a different background. I love hearing perspectives that I don't necessarily have because it challenges me to be a much more open-minded individual, open-hearted individual, accepting and loving of all people, no matter what it is that they believe. I just wish that more people in this world were like that. If we can just find the value in every single person, we would just live in a totally different world. And that's the kind of world that I want to live in. I love hearing about your morning routine. I used to have like a 2-hour long morning routine. Having a 2-hour long morning routine is so unsustainable. So my morning routine is so simple. It's like 15 minutes long. When I wake up, the very first thing I do is I thank God, angels, universe, whomever is out there, source, that I'm awake, that I'm breathing, that I'm alive, that I have another day, another opportunity to live my purpose. And that gets me really excited and jacked up. My husband and I practice a short gratitude ritual. Then I read about 10 to 15 minutes, any personal development book, anything, any psychology book. And then I will sip on my matcha latte and start getting ready for the day. And the last question that I will answer is, what was the very first thing you consciously manifested? So for me, it was actually an A on a test. This was the same day that I started reading the book, The Secret. And that was my very first start to the law of attraction. And my friend handed me this book and she said, hey, this is how my grandpa has everything that he wants. This is how he has money working for him and he doesn't work for money. And I was like, as a 16-year-old, I was like, sold. I can't wait to read this book. And when I came home and I read the whole book cover to cover, it felt like a remembering to me. It did not feel like I learned something new. It felt like I picked up something from a past life. It just all clicked for me. And so I wanted to put it to the test. And that morning I took a test, like a literal test in my anatomy and physiology class. And I was not the very best student, but I tried my best because I was always avoiding getting grounded by my mom for bad grades. So that morning, I remember being really frustrated with the test because I didn't understand most of the questions. So I knew that the best grade I would get is a C. So I was like, you know what? If this manifestation thing actually works, let me give it a try and manifest an A. So I did what the book told me. I visualized a 95% on that test. I visualized my teacher calling my mom. So I envisioned my mom's phone ringing. I envisioned her going down the stairs, going through the hallway, coming coming in and saying, congrats, you got an A on the test. And that is exactly how it happened and exactly what happened 5 minutes after I finished reading the book. So from that point on, I was like, I like this thing, this law of attraction manifestation thing. It works, I like it, and I've been hooked ever since. All right, and that's it for the Q&A. Please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell so that you get notified when my new videos come out. I can't promise you the timing yet just because I'm so new to this, but I promise you there's lots of goodies coming your way. I appreciate you being here, watching this video, supporting the channel, and if you can like this video, I would totally appreciate that as well. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.